Trump wants every other country, I mean, Russia and China, that is basically every other country, like to come to an agreement to lower their military budgets by 50%, all of them. Does he know that he needs the military to do imperialism? Did anyone tell him that? I told you guys that Trump would like accidentally bumble into doing really stupid things that destroy American power, and that would destroy it. Like, China doesn't need a big military. It doesn't do anything with it except for like act as a deterrent against the USA. It's literally the only reason why China has a military as large as the one that it has is because of the USA. So like this would be detrimental to American imperialism and better for China. But then again, like an agreement like this would just be broken. Like they'd break it. Someone would break it. The US or Russia would break it. Or, I mean, Russia would never agree to it, for one, because Russia's in the middle of a fucking war right now. Obviously, they cannot afford to just do that right now. But I would assume that this came about because Trump has been talking to Putin, and probably like he brought this up, or like, I don't know, one of the fucking Musk people brought it up, and then Trump's like, I'm an incredibly suggestive moron and I just believe whatever the last person who I talked to believe, so I'm going to bring this up to Putin, and maybe Putin agreed to it or something. But I mean, Trump's peace deal for Ukraine will probably be like, give them half the country, and in exchange, Putin reduces the military budget by 50%. It was half. It wasn't 50%. It was cutting in half. So he wants all three to cut their military budget in half. Now, I don't trust the US to retain this, for one. I mean, China would certainly try to do it, and then they'd renege on it if another party broke the agreement. But the US and Russia, they would never maintain something like this. Like, even if Trump was committed to it, the second that like the Democrats got back into power, they would start building the military again. Like, they would literally run. They would run on the fucking platform of Donald Trump destroyed our great grand military. Now we can't kill brown people as effectively. Vote me, Obama's son, and I will restore our military to its former glory. That's how they would run. That's what they do. Like, they run on the platform of, we can be more right-wing than Trump. This definitely came out of, like, him talking to Putin. I don't think something like this is realistic at all. Obviously, the US and Russia would break this agreement, or they just would never really abide by its terms. Because the thing is, like, once you lower the budget, you know, you fire half the workforce, you get rid of, like, half the equipment, you stop maintaining it, you try to sell it off, and no one will buy it because there's no one to sell it to. You know, no one needs that much fucking military hardware. It becomes, like, exponentially more expensive to raise the budget again and replace everything that you got rid of. So it is like a huge commitment, and I seriously doubt that any of these countries are going to do such a thing while also just trusting like the word of the others to do the same. However, while I just Googled this, another thing popped up that I didn't know about. Trump is proposing to occupy another country. It's not just Gaza, not just Greenland, not just Canada. Trump wants to fucking occupy Ukraine and take its minerals as part of the peace deal with Russia. The Trump administration indicated US troops could be deployed to provide security in connection with the minerals if there's a peace deal with Russia. He wants to deploy American troops to occupy Ukraine. Oh, he's saying that he wants 50% of Ukraine's minerals to pay for American military aid, which I'm pretty sure doesn't make any sense, because I don't think that aid was conditional on getting any return for it. So, like, you know, you can't just retroactively give aid and then say you have to pay us back for this by giving us half of your minerals. Trump just wants to occupy literally everything. Like, someone showed Trump a world map and he just pointed at shit and said, me want. Like, this is never going to fucking happen. You have to be kidding me. What a fucking joke. This just shows like how much of a dumbass fucking blowhard Trump is. Like, he's like, oh, I'm going to occupy Greenland. I'm going to invade, occupy Canada. I want to invade and annex Gaza. You know, I want 50% of Ukraine's minerals, and I'm going to send the troops there to take them. This man is like, he's like a child playing a fucking Paradox video game at this point, but he's the president actually, and just keeps coming up with like increasingly insane scenarios for like American military occupations and annexations. Ukrainian officials have said Zelensky has long backed the idea of exchanging critical resources for continued US support. So, I mean, if that is the case, I don't think what Zelensky had in mind was American troops occupying the country and like the US government just being given 50% of all of its rare earth minerals. I would assume what he meant was giving them, like, mining the minerals and giving them to the US directly, rather than giving them like perpetual ownership and fucking, like, what Trump is proposing here doesn't seem to be like private companies getting contracts for the minerals. It seems like he's legitimately proposing that the US government should, like, I guess, form its own company to steal Ukrainian resources and then send the military there to protect them I guess from the Ukrainians themselves, because who else would they be protecting them from? Like this shit is insane. Like it's crazy that out of all of Trump's insane proposals, this one is like the most possible, and it's still insane. And I guess he's gonna do this with the U.S. military, with its budget cut in half. Like, come on, that's not fucking happening. If it did, that would be hilarious. Like, it seems like Trump just has no fucking idea what he's doing. Like, most of his proposals are just so out there and inactionable. In terms of like, I want to invade this country, I want to invade that country, I want to occupy this country, I want to occupy that country, I want to annex this country, I want to annex that country. This is not going to happen. Especially halving the military fucking budget. It's especially not going to happen with that. Like, the US military already got the shit kicked out of them in Afghanistan. With the current military budget, imagine what would happen to them if it was halved. But I completely 100% support everything that Trump is doing to destroy the US government, the US military. I support all of these insanely stupid proposals that he's making. These are the sorts of things that if they were attempted, it would like destroy the country. Like the USA invading Canada? The USA can't invade fucking Afghanistan, but it's gonna invade Canada, let me tell you. Can you imagine like a bunch of fucking Canadian hicks who say a boot doing like guerrilla warfare against the American military? Oh my god, I want that so much. Like, that would distract the USA for so long. It would be bogged down for such a long time that the rest of the world would like advance to like the fucking space age. I mean, we're already in the space age, but like, what's after the space age? I don't know what's after the space age. The galactic age, okay? We're creating things here. We're making our own little video game. While they do that, the rest of the world would be able to breathe and not be under the crushing boot of the USA. We need it now. He's like an 80-year-old man, yet he's also like, he has the like foreign policy proposals of like a 14-year-old who was asked by their teacher, what would you do to fix the world tomorrow? I would annex the entire world with the US military because the USA is the most freedom country and everyone should enjoy our freedom. That's Trump. And also, I would cut the military budget in half. That makes a lot of sense. This combination makes tons of sense, trust me. God, I love President Donald Trump. My president. Now give me your money. Guys, if you send me your money, I'll rug pull. I should make my own little crypto coin. Is it illegal to scam if you say that it's a scam while you scam? Like, if I make a crypto scam and I say, warning, in one day I'm going to rug pull this. Does that make it legal? Because I'd do that 100%.